In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I painted these blue cornflowers. I'm going to walk you through my process from start to finish. We're going to be using lots of layering in this painting to achieve the depth in the petals. The colors that I used can be found in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any upcoming tutorials. So just in time for summer, let's get started painting these beautiful cornflowers. I wet my paper and now I'm just splattering on some ultramarine just to map out where the flowers are going to go. I'm using lots of water on my brush just to create a very light wash. I've added a little bit of ultramarine to the rich green gold just to cool it down a little bit, and now I'm just adding the receptacles. Make sure you let the blue dry a little bit so that the green and the blue don't run into each other. With a very light wash, I'm just mapping out where the stems and leaves are going to go. Adding a bit of dioxazine purple to the ultramarine, now I'm just painting wet on dry the points of each petal. You want to make sure your green is completely dry at this point so that the blue and the green don't run into each other. I'm dropping in some more ultramarine, and I'm also just adding quite a bit of water to allow the paints to flow some more. I'm working on the third flower now on damp paper with a mixture of ultramarine and dioxazine purple. I've added some burnt umber to the rich green gold, and now I'm just dropping in the paint to create the shadows. You want to make sure to keep your washes very light here, nice and watery so that they continue to flow into each other. Right now I'm dragging the paint down to create the stems. I've also added a little bit of ultramarine to the mix to create a cooler tone. I decided I wanted to add another light flower in the background to create more depth to the painting. Wet on wet, now I'm dropping in a darker wash of the blue and the purple. Make sure you leave some unpainted space with sharp lines in the center of the flower. Coming in now wet on dry, I'm using a mixture of the rich green gold and the ultramarine to paint the leaves. As you can see, I have definitely overworked this leaf in the front, so I'm just trying to come in with a darker wash to cover it up. Once the first layer of the flowers have dried completely, I'm coming in now with ultramarine to paint the petals. The petals of cornflowers are really thin and pointy, so you want to make sure you're using the tip of your brush to keep the points nice and thin. Let the flowers dry again. Now come in with dioxazine purple mixed with a bit of Payne's gray to paint the centers. Keep your lines very sharp here. I'm dropping in some water here to blend the center out. Let the flowers dry again, and with ultramarine, paint some more petals. I want to keep the flower on the right a little more abstract, so I'm dropping in some water and adding some splashes. With some ultramarine wet on dry, I'm painting the bottom petals. At this point, I feel like I want the petals on the bottom to blend into the receptacle. You can do whatever feels comfortable for you and what fits your painting. Here I'm dropping in a mixture of the rich green gold and the burnt umber to paint the shadows of the receptacles. I've decided I wanted to blend out the flower in the background, the petals into the receptacles as well. With very little water on your brush, paint the leaves in the foreground with a very dark wash. I'm also adding in another layer of the darker wash to paint the center of the flowers. I'm just dropping in another light wash to the flower in the background when on dry, just to bring it out a bit. I am also coming in wet on dry to paint the leaves in the front with a mixture of the rich green gold, Payne's gray, and ultramarine. I'm adding in some more splatters here for some visual interest. I've decided I wanted to add another leaf in the background for some more depth. I'm doing this with rich green gold and I'm doing it wet on damp, keeping the wash really light. Here I'm painting some finishing details in the receptacles with some alizarin crimson and Payne's gray. And with that, I feel like this painting is done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and had a lot of fun painting your cornflowers. And as always, thank you for watching.